What's going on, Raiders? Duelam here, and today we're going to be trying out Ice Golem Dungeon because of the tournament that just started that is feeding into the Titan event. Well, it's loading right now, so it's going to be starting very, very soon, within seconds. And I want to see if I can push myself to at least stage 25. I've been on around like 22, 23 for a while now, but it has been a minute since I've really tried to push for it. So if you're ready, let's get into it. But first, make sure you're clicking that download link or scanning the QR code to get Karato Fox Hunter. The second you start the game, an amazing legendary nuker. At level 10, you're going to be getting Tagore, an amazing epic support character. At level 20, you're going to be getting Fane, who's got some incredible turn meter steal, as well as some pretty crazy damage. And then at level 30, you're going to be getting Vergus, who's a defense-based champion, to help keep your other characters alive. And then this is super important, day number 1 within the first 24 hours of making your Raid Shadow Legends account. Type in promo code Monkey King to get Sun Wukong, one of the best free legendaries they have ever given. And if you're on iOS, make sure you're clicking a different link in the description to type in any promo code. All right, literally 5 seconds later, just like I said, Ice Golem turn attack has started, and we are going to be getting 40 of those pizza points towards it. You only need 1,250 points, so not bad at all. But just as a word of caution, this only lasts 2 days, which is maybe why it's a little bit easier. So be very careful there. I am going to start working on this one first, and then I'll go over to the events tab and start working on the champion training event because I want to make sure I am utilizing my time the best, and the champion training event is 4 days long instead. So I want to make sure I am focusing on the one that is shorter. Sorry, red dots, ADHD, you know the fun stuff. All right, let's go to Ice Golem's Peak. So we are on stage 23 right now. So that's the one we are the highest, or we haven't even completed yet. So let's try stage 23. Let's see the team that I have. So I have Alice, Tholen, Geo, Duchess, and Lysandra. So instead of Lysandra, I'm gonna run Deacon instead, and then maybe instead of Alice, I'm gonna run Titus, because Alice does not do well into force, and because she's obviously going to be weak hitting the whole time. So let's do Titus instead, and then let's see what we could do with this. Let's see how this works. I think this is going to be really slow on the wave content, unfortunately, because I don't have all that much damage outside of just Tholen, but also Tholen just killed himself. So that was pretty awesome. He just single hit and killed himself. What just happened? Why did he just kill himself? Like, he just had a heart attack. What was that? Okay, well, he's back. Thanks, Duchess. But he just had a full-on heart attack, so that was pretty gnarly. We do have the Provoke out there as well, and Titus is going to get hit a bunch here. So that's fine, and then we'll get another Deacon round out there. Tholen's going to A2. We're going to get an A1 out there, a lot less decrease accuracy, so not the slowest. I actually thought this was going to be way worse, but not bad at all. Somebody is doing damage to me when I'm doing damage to them, and I don't know who it is. Is it the magma dude in the back, maybe? I don't know, but let me tell you, that's hurting. So let's hope that goes away. It would also be nice to get a leech out there so I could actually heal a little bit. Again, Tholen just killed himself because this guy's making me hit myself, which is not fun and not exciting. So that's lovely. All right, well, let's see. We're in the next wave there. Cool. We do have the Provoke out there. We got Geo getting some A3 there. Cool. We do not have a Leech still, which is a little unfortunate. Hopefully we get a revive soon so we can get Tholen out here so he could do some damage, because if not, then we are... There we go. There's Tholen. So hopefully Tholen does some damage here and doesn't just, you know, kill himself. We do have a Leech out there, which is great now, so we can start getting some lifesteal, which is awesome. Titus is probably going to die here, unfortunately, but that's okay. Duchess is fully booked out, so she gets her revive back really quickly, which is great. Tholen, taking him out, awesome. And then who else is making me kill myself? Okay, so you're good. Okay, so there's a leech there. You're gone. Okay. It looks like we're fine here. We do need Duchess to heal real quick, which would be lovely. It does look like we're doing better here, so I do need the A3 from Duchess. The revive would be lovely. I do want to see if I can full auto this, so I'm not going to play this at all and see kind of what happens here. Duchess with the revive there, awesome. Now we get the defense down out there from Deacon. Accuracy down as well. Some good hits from Tholen. Starting working on the minions there. Okay, got a leech on both of the minions, which is great, so we'll make sure we got max health for a while. I do want the minions dead, because if not, I'm about to take a butt kicking here. Okay, one of the minions is dead. That's cool. And then, okay, I got hit kind of hard there. Not the worst, though. Some counterattacks going out, hitting the minion more. We do have a good amount of negative effects on the Ice Golem boss, which is great. We're going to get a little bit of leech there. Cool. Tholen's going to get a big hit here with the decreased defense. Awesome. And then we get a leech out there. Amazing. So we got some lifesteal now. We got the passive working from Titus. So it looks like we're doing pretty well, actually. We should get a decent amount of lifesteal here. Nope, Deacon died, unfortunately. But we got the revive from Duchess about to come out right there. Dude, I love Duchess. Duchess is absolutely insane. She is so strong. And she is so good. I have her in the Immortal set right now. And, oh, well, everybody just died. That's not great. I'm pretty sure she can survive this, and I'm not even exaggerating. She has emergency heal on, and then she just kills the boss herself. Well, okie dokie then. Well, that worked out pretty well. We got 32 points there. I'm going to sell these boots. Let's go to the next one. The next one is Spirit Affinity. So I think I do want Alice back. Maybe instead of Tholen, because Tholen's a bad affinity matchup into this. Actually, let's do Tholen and Alice instead, so we can do more damage, and then keep Duchess, Deacon, and Geo, because Geo just does so much damage with his passive because of the burns and stuff like that. So we should be able to get through the wave content a little bit easier here, because Alice is going to do a lot more damage as well. We got the rewinds. They're going to have less cooldowns. We're going to be able to lap them. We got increased attack as well. And you see a lot of damage coming out here. Obviously, Tholen's going to finish off that one there. Cool. We got another round of Deacon getting an extra turn, giving some turn meter to me. Alice is going to go again. Almost kill. I think that's Zargala in the corner. I can never remember when I just look at their character models in game. All right, Deacon's dead, but he'll get revived real quick right here by Duchess. So Duchess revive. Awesome. He's back. Now, they shouldn't take a turn here, which is great. Tholen did just use his A3, which is a little unfortunate. We did just use Geo A3 as well. Duchess is using the A1, which is good, so we don't have to worry about that. Alice A2 being wasted there. Not the biggest fan of that, but obviously can't control it. Let's see how close she's going to be, because she obviously gets cooldown reduction based off of her kills, which is great. So that's really, really nice. All right, we got the Perfect Veil out there from Duchess. Awesome. Okay. Geo stealing some turn meter. Probably going to take another turn real quick, which is great. Dude, Geomancer's so good, too. He's so good. Okay, so this one's going a lot better. We're, what, a minute and a half in, and we're almost already done with both waves. So you see this is going a lot faster because we have Alice here as well, which is just great. Deacon's taking a little bit of damage, but he will be able to heal up in a second. Yep, okay, he'll be fine. He'll heal up a little bit from going to the next round. He'll get a bunch of turns here. Get the defense down out there immediately. We get the big rewind as well. Another rewind from Geomancer, which is great. We got the Tholen A2. Duchess with the shield going on Deacon there, obviously, because he had the lowest health. Working on the minions a little bit here. All right, we got a good hit there. Get more defense down, more turn meter reduction. Cool. We're going to have 2 more turns coming out here to kill some of these minions. Hopefully we can get some kills here because, oh, well, I just got 1 shot. That's not great. Okay. Let's edit the team here, and instead of Tholen, I think I'm going to put Supreme Gaelic because I think I want the slow out there. The decreased speed out there. So let's put Supreme Gaelic in here and see how this ends up working. So we still keep Alice, obviously, for wave content. Supreme Gaelic is good for wave content as well, and he's Void, so I don't have to worry about the affinities messing me up at all. Also, I'm going to get more HP burns out there from Supreme Gaelic as well. Some block buffs, debuffs, which is also nice. And if they're over 50% turn meter, what also happens is Supreme Gaelic will put a decreased speed out there, and I think that'll help out a good amount. especially against the boss with putting decreased speed out there would be very helpful. Obviously, Deacon just went down, but he's going to get revived here by Duchess right now. Awesome. All right, there we go. So we're good. Okay, the good thing is Alice just used her A2, so she might be able to get back to it by the time we get to the next wave, which is great. Supreme Gaelic just used his A1, which is perfect as well. And then, okay. Awesome. Okay, so we should have Alice A2 and Supreme Gaelic A3 going into this wave. We get the defense down immediately. She did not have the A2, which is unfortunate, but we did get a little bit of turn meter there. We got the, and you see how the slow went out, the decreased speed went out there on 4 of them because they were below the turn meter, or above 50% turn meter. So that's what I'm talking about with Supreme Gaelic being really, really nice. And then his A2 is also really great because it detonates some HP burns as well, which is great. So, all right, there's the big rewind. Awesome. So we are controlling the wave better with Supreme Gaelic here, it seems, which is great. So we're getting that big rewind, another big rewind, getting some extra hits there. So Deacon's going to take a little bit of damage here from the 2 on the corners taking turns. He will die, but I think he's going to get revived right here by Duchess if she gets to take a turn. If not, Duchess is going to revive immediately, which a little unfortunate that Deacon's not starting the wave here because Deacon is a lot of my turn meter and control and the defense down and stuff. But I did get that slow out there on everybody, which is great. So now everybody does have the slow. So they're going to be moving, obviously, 30% slower, which is great. We're getting a lot of rewinds out there. Deacon's back up, getting some good heals, getting some good turn meter, putting that leech out there as well so I can get some really, really nice lifesteal off of that, which is great. We got more defense down being refreshed out there. Deacon's going to get the shield from this, which is great. Supreme Gaelic finishes off the minion on the left. Minion on the right is taking a lot of damage, but I got a nice rewind out there. And we did get a rewind from Geo because he is pretty much programmed to target the bosses with his A3, which is great. There we go. Both the minions are down now. We are about to hit a health threshold and push him in a second here. So the minions are going to come back up relatively soon. But we are rewinding him a lot. So this decreased speed from Supreme Gaelic is really helping. Which is really, really nice. And then Deacon, obviously, with a bunch of turn meter rewinds, which is amazing. We do have a leech out there as well, so we have a bunch of life steal and a bunch of controlling effects, and it looks like this is going to work way better than it did last time because of that decreased speed. So my controlling effects have more time to come back around. And what are we at? 100 turns, which isn't bad at all, and he's going to die here very soon. Probably the Duchess A1. Yep, because I have War Master on. Awesome. So that's stage 24. Cool. Let's see if we could do stage 25. We do have magic affinity, so force is going to be struggling a little bit, but we do have Tholin's going to do better than Alice here because obviously force going into magic is always better. But we are going to be struggling with Deacon and Duchess taking a lot of extra damage here. The only thing I can think of doing is bringing in Elva instead, but Elva's only got a single target revive. So Elva is very good, don't get me wrong, but she only has a single target revive, which is a little unfortunate. So we're going to try it with Duchess and see how it works. Maybe we do switch out to Elva Autumnborn and see where we go from there. You see accuracy issues becoming a thing now as well. Because of the affinity that Deacon does not feed well into. So not landing the decreased defense on most of them here is pretty unfortunate. But I might be okay. Got another chance to land it. It did land pretty much everywhere there except for the person from the second from the right, but that's okay. Deacon taking a little bit of damage here, but Tholin's going to wipe the board. He do a lot of damage, and Deacon's barely staying alive right here. But we do have the wave controlled pretty well. We got another kill there. We're going to get another rewind, another decreased defense. Okay. We controlled the wave pretty well there. Not too bad at all. Let's see what cooldowns we can get back here. Deacon should A1 here, and hopefully he gets a little bit of lifesteal from the leech. Nope, he didn't get a chance to. He is going to A1 there. He did put the leech out there, which is great, so that's very helpful, getting that lifesteal. We also got the AoE decreased speed out there as well on 4 of them, except for the middle character, which is not too bad. Geo stole a lot of turn meter there, which is good. So this looks like it's working pretty well on the wave content here. It's going to be interesting to see if Deacon can get another turn here before he dies. He's going to die right here, though. But it's I'm going to be interested to see how this is going to end up working out and if we can get back to the revive. The A2 kills there on the far right. Awesome. Should have the revive up in a second if I'm not mistaken. Yep, there it is. Okay, cool. And then what's great is the revive also does perfect veil. So then Duchess soaks up all the damage. So even if people revive, obviously they're going to revive with, I think it's like 60% health. It doesn't really matter because everybody's under perfect veil. So they have a chance to kind of lifesteal, take some extra turns, get to that leech. Deacon did die, which I pretty much thought was going to happen. Obviously, Deacon dying a bunch. Supreme Gaelic using that A3 just now, not great. Duchess using the A2 right now, not great. So we are going into this without a lot of cooldowns, which is not my favorite. But we're getting a lot of decreased defense out there from the cruelty from Supreme Gaelic, as well as Geomancer, which is great. We should have a revive relatively soon, but we might be reviving right into death, unfortunately, which is exactly what's going to happen. But we might be able to get back to the revive in time if we are able to survive long enough here. We are getting a lot of turn meter, obviously, because my characters are just really fast. Geo and Tholen are very, very quick. Hopefully I'm able to get back to the heal, or the revive here. We're going to be taking a lot of damage, but a lot of that damage is going to be reflected because of Geomancer. Boss is already at half health, which is amazing. So that's really, really great. We are still working on it. Okay, that's fine. She survived. Turn meter reduction there. Great. There's the revive. Awesome. By the time Supreme Gaelic takes a turn, he should be over 50% turn meter, and Supreme Gaelic should be using his A3. Nope, he's using his A1. I'm an idiot. Oh, no. That's not good. Ice Golem's going to take another turn here in a second. Same thing with the Minion. Minion's going to hit Deacon really hard, put that heal reduction out there. Not great. We do have the HP burns out there. There's the decreased speed there and the turn meter rewind from Geo, so we might be good, actually. We might be okay here. We're going to take a big hit here, unfortunately, but that does do a lot of damage to them because of Geomancer, obviously. Geomancer, the only one alive, and unfortunately, he's going to die. Okay, so maybe I use somebody other than Deacon, because Deacon seemed to just die a bunch there. Maybe we put Duchess here, and then we put Titus Blackplume instead. So let's try this one more time. Let's see if Titus Blackplume changes things up a little bit here. And then Duchess in the aura position, still giving that 19% speed. So I am going to be a little bit slower because I obviously don't have Deacon out here putting the decreased defense and stuff like that. The other option I could do is putting in Ugo in here to get a nice decreased defense as well as block buffs. Obviously, I know I have block buffs already from, block buffs, debuffs from Supreme Gaelic, but the heal might be really helpful from Ugo, as well as the heal on top of the decreased defense might be really helpful to have. So let's see. So we are getting through this a little bit slower than last time because we did lose a little bit of damage, obviously, because of the decreased defense not coming out from Deacon from the A2. We do have less turn meter controlling effects as well, so that might affect us in the boss as well. But I'm curious to see how it goes, because I just needed more survivability and I need my characters to stay alive. It definitely could have been some RNG as well, because Deacon just died right before the third wave. So that could have been a little bit unfortunate just RNG-wise. But let's see if we can find something that's a little bit more for sure of a win, so I can auto this a bunch and get through the tournament really quickly. So it looks like we're going to the next wave with a bunch of cooldowns here, which is good. Duchess did not use the A2 right away, a little unfortunate, but we did get the Geo A3 as well as the Tholen A3. Supreme Gaelic, no A3 as well, unfortunately, so we don't get that decreased speed out there, but we might be okay. Supreme Gaelic getting hit very hard, but then he takes an extra turn, which is nice. Duchess is going to need to revive a couple people here. She does just that. I love her so much. I literally can't say enough good things about Duchess. She is one of the best revivers in the game. There's the decreased speed on everybody, so now the wave will be controlled a lot more. Hopefully what happens is I get to the third wave here, the boss, and I have Supreme Gaelic A3, so I don't have to worry about him not putting out that decreased speed immediately, because that definitely hurt me a lot. So little unfortunate there. Titus taking a little bit of damage here, but he's going to be getting that shield buff from Duchess when she uses her A1, which is great because he does well with shield buffs. He gets a lot of boosts from that. Here's where it's going to land on him. Awesome. And then he gets to hit, gets that lockout of abilities there. All right, Tholen getting the boost there from Titus. Titus about to take another turn as well. We also don't have the leech as well, which is a little unfortunate. So we don't have a lot of healing here other than the regenerations from Duchess here. So Titus Blackbloom, little low here, but we might be able to use the A3 from Supreme Gaelic the second we start here, which would be absolutely amazing. Unfortunately, Geo did get the big rewind, so even if he uses it, we're not going to be getting that decreased speed on the boss. We did get it on the 2 minions, though, which is nice. We are going to be getting that Perfect Veil out there from Duchess, which is great. Tholen taking 2 turns because of the passive, taking an extra turn. Awesome. Got the Provoke out there. We got the debuff blockage there. Cool. That's fine. Okay, we're getting some good damage out there. We got the revive on Supreme Gaelic immediately. The A3 from Tholen doing a lot of damage. We got another decent hit over there on the minion on the right. I'm really hoping these minions go down. The good thing is they do have decreased speed, so that is helping a lot. The bad news is it's kind of targeting the boss pretty often, and if I knock the boss below a certain health threshold, he's going to end up hitting me quite hard. I'm actually kind of surprised that didn't do more damage right there, but I will take it. Don't catch me complaining. Geo not doing the A3 right after I said he's coded to always do the A3 on the bosses. Not doing it twice on the boss is pretty unfortunate. Not getting that decreased speed out there again on the boss, a little unfortunate, but I might be okay here. It would be nice if we can get some burns on the boss from Geo, so we can control him a little bit more and get him hitting himself. I just got completely one-shot, so it looks like this is going to be the stopping point for me. Guess I'm going to be doing stage 24 a bunch, and going to be pushing that for the event, which not too bad. I'll take it. I should get, what, like 35 to 40 points each time. So if I go through this, what is it, 40 points? Let's say it's 35 points or 40 points each time to make it a little bit easier. That's going to be, what, 32 battles roughly? So that's not too bad at all. I can do that relatively easily. So not too bad at all. I'll take it. I got almost to stage 25. We got 2 more stages up, which is progress. So I will take it. Progress is great. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Let me know how you think I could do a little bit better. Maybe I have some characters that I'm not thinking about using right now. Until next time, this has been Duelim. Later, Raiders.